Hey, what's going on, YouTube? This is WillGraham13 for a video response for LawnBoyPost1975's question that he said or asked, and it is what games deserve a sequel? And I've got quite a few that I think deserve sequels, man. I mean, I know it's all money. A game will make a sequel if it makes enough money. I get it. I'm not naive enough to think that it's just random pick and choose for games to have sequels. But having said that, this game for the NES definitely needed a sequel. It is one of my favorite games, which even has some awesome box art on it. But I don't have the box, but I got the cartridge, which is Pickle Cubicle. It's basically a game wherever you make ice blocks. It's kind of like a puzzle action game. And jeez, I got some real bad heartburn. My bad. But anyhow, you make these ice blocks and you shoot them at enemies, and you have to clear the board. And it was so fun. It was made by Ireme, and I don't know why they never made a sequel. I mean, they may have made one for the Famicom that I don't know about, which, you know, they probably did, but not over here in the States, or I don't even think in over in Europe or England or anywhere like that. But I don't know if you would say it because my light kind of sucks in here, but that's Pickle Cubicle. That definitely needed a sequel. Second off is a game that I know a lot of people hated. It's kind of a mixed bag, but I loved it. It was my first game I ever got for my Nintendo back in '85, and I love it to this day. In fact, I just played it and beat it with my NES Advantage controller, because you pretty much need Turbo to beat this game. But that is Gunsmoke. A great Capcom game. Just a great Capcom game. But it's basically a shoot 'em up. You're a cowboy, and you go and take on like these wanted posters, and you have to go and make it to the end of the board, the end of the stage, to fight these different types of wanted Western guys. You know, like one guy was a ninja. You know, another, which is weird. Yeah, I know ninjas in the in the Wild West, but I guess there was. There's also, you know, like a guy who throws a boomerang, guy who shoots a shotgun. You know, but I love this game so much, man. You can get a horse. You get on your horse. It gives you an extra shot. I mean, this game, to me, was one of my favorite games for the Nintendo, and I wish that it had a sequel that would have fixed a lot of the things that pushed the mixed bag toward it, because it definitely was a great game. But yeah, that's Gunsmoke. Alright, and then another game that, it's actually an arcade game, but they ported it to the NES and probably many other systems. I know I played it on a Greatest Hits collection for like the PlayStation 2 for like, I think it's, no, actually it was a Tecmo's Greatest Hits for the Xbox, and that is Rygar. I fell in love with Rygar. You know, it was one of the games that I had bought originally, and I loved this game so much. I played the heck out of this. I loved every aspect of it. I mean, I remember grinding for levels on this game. It was just an amazing game, and it had it was linear to a point, but it was one of the first kind of open world games that I had played, because you really didn't, even if you had the manual, this game didn't hold your hand, and Nintendo Power didn't have a spread on it or anything like that, so it was kind of like you had to figure it out on your own. And for that, I loved this game, and they should have made a 2. It just expanded the universe of Rygar. I know they did make a remake for the PlayStation 2 later on, but that doesn't count. I wanted another remake, or I wanted a sequel for the NES. Hell, even for the Super Nintendo, Genesis, whatever. But by the PlayStation 2, it kind of, my interests in it had already long gone. Not only that, I didn't know how well it would play as a third person. Yeah, and the next one is for the GameCube, and that is, which I've talked about this game many of times, but this game, Geist, for the GameCube, is just amazing. This game is basically, you're a soldier, and you started at the beginning, and somehow by circumstances, you're turned into a ghost, a spirit. And it's so cool. Like, there's things that you can do, such as scare a dog, or actually, what you do is you possess, like, a dog bowl of food, and this dog comes over to eat it, and you scare him by popping dog food all up in his face and all over the place. You possess the bowl of dog food, and it pops in his face, and it scares the shit out of him, and you can possess him, and then you're the dog, and you can, you know, get out of your situation and whatever. But this game definitely needed a sequel. I mean, it was so good, it's such a great story, and so much fun. I mean, just even to the point of you could travel through electrical systems to open up doors, turn on lights, all that kind of stuff. Very good game. Highly recommend it. Needed a sequel. Alright, another one, which sadly, this game developer just closed its doors, so we're not going to get a sequel to this one, which is Crimson Skies. Damn, that really blows, because this game was great. One of the best flying games, multiplayer flying games that I've ever played. I mean, I would dogfight with people on Xbox Live for hours. But yeah, Crimson Skies definitely needed a sequel, and I don't understand why. I mean, I know this game sold a lot. I know it made profit, but I don't understand. See, that falls into the gray area of why. Why would they not develop a sequel that would have made money, and it could have even been a launch title for the 360. Mind-blowing. Don't know. Great game. Needed a sequel. Another one that deserved a sequel. I don't have the Nintendo 64 version, but that is of Conkers Bad Fur Day. I do have the Conkers Live and Reloaded for the Xbox. You know, it's got it on here with the updated graphics and what have you. Still kept the story, still a lot of fun, still raunchy as ever, but it deserved a sequel. Why they didn't come out with Conkers Bad Fur Day 2 is beyond me. I guess there's still time, but they should have done it for the N64 at the time. I mean, there's just no excuse. Needed a sequel, no excuse. Alright, and for the PlayStation 2, this game got a lot of mixed reviews. I personally loved it. I don't understand what the problem was. I guess it may not have lived up to the hype that it was given, but that is God Hand for the PlayStation 2. This game, to me, was a lot of fun. It was one of Capcom's finest as far as fighting and just open world setup. It was a lot of fun. It had a really good story to it, to me. You know, a guy who's got a hand that's full of god power. You know, I mean, it's just nuts. But yeah, this game, I don't think it got enough love. But I think it came out too late in the PlayStation 2 cycle. That by then, a lot of people were expecting, you know, things that were leaking from the next generation, you know. But this was highly, highly entertaining. Great game, highly recommend it. Needed a sequel. Didn't get it. Pisses me off. Alright, and lastly, a game that didn't get a sequel for the PlayStation 2 or Xbox, whatever system it came out on, is Bully. This game is so captivating to me. I mean, there's something about being a school kid and doing, like, making firecrackers with your chemistry set, making stink bombs with your chemistry set, setting them off in teachers', you know, desks when they come in there and they sit down. And, I mean, it's just pranks and just the big flip off to authority that this game gave. I mean, when I completed it, I kind of felt a pit in my stomach because I knew that there's just no sequel. Instead, Rockstar spent its time with Manhunt 2 or whatever they were doing at the time. Still quality games they were making, but I think people forget how great Bully was. I mean, so great that it indeed needed a sequel. So, that's my other one. This is a great question, Lawn Boy. Man, keep them coming, dude. I love them. The other one with the systems that I wish didn't fail, that was great. You know, but I am a huge Dreamcast fan, brother. So, you know, what do you do? But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.